If you're wondering why it looks a bit more bright, because my blinds are open. So usually I close the blinds, but today I was like, yo, I'm gonna leave them open. But y'all know what these are, bro. My off-white dunks. Hey, bro, I had to put them in the frame. I gotta flex on y'all. Nah, hey, I'm just kidding. Yo, what's up? It's JoshBiv here. I'm back with another video. And now, yo, I haven't done a story time in a while. And I have people asking me like, yo, when's the story times coming? Yo, when's the story times? Yo, I'm back. Story times are here. Today, I'll be telling you guys a story time of the day I went to work faded or high off the green, off the herb, off the herbs and spices. Hey, look, I don't smoke no more. I don't do the green, and I didn't really do it that much anyway when I did smoke. And I haven't done that any of my recent jobs. Before any bosses be on my video saying, I'm not going to hire this guy. Hey, man, I haven't done it any of my recent jobs. And I advise all of you people who are watching the video, do not smoke, do not do any substances, do not do any drugs. Just drink some water. Just drink some water and have a healthy meal and diet. But I got that shit out of the way. So, yo, I used to work at McDonald's, right? I used to work at McDonald's and I hated that place. I was doing the graveyard shift. That shit was ass. And I was struggling to find a new job. Yo, I had the worst boss, bro. When I got hired, bro, this nigga was like, yo, I only give you 2 days grave a week, just 2. And I was like, all right, 2 graveyard shifts, I can do that. Cause bro, I was a rapper. I'm still a rapper. But I was like, yo, I gotta go to the studio. I gotta do a bunch of shit. And then I check my roster. It's 6 days grave. 6 days grave in a row. I pull up to the studio and the studio guys are my nigga. You look like a zombie, or you look tired as shit. I'm like, yo, I just finished my grave. But there was a time I left my phone in the bus. And I slept in the bus as well. And I woke up on the other side of town. God damn. I asked for time off on my birthday. I was like, yo, it's my birthday. Can I get time off? This nigga was like, yeah, sure. He gave me a graveyard shift the night before, which means on my birthday, I finished at 7 a.m. in the morning. And I spent the whole day sleeping. There's a reason why I never liked that nigga, bro. I never liked that nigga. After searching, I finally found a new job. There was a brand new store that was opening, like a grand opening for like a supermarket store. And they gave me morning hours, which means I can finally sleep at night. I finally gave in my resignation at McDonald's. And my boss, he was pissed off as shit. But I was like, look, I couldn't care less. I got a new job. I'm leaving this shit. Now, yo, I didn't really say it like that. I just told him, I said, look, I got a new job and, I'm handing my resignation. I wrote a nice little letter. I said, yo, that's finished. Thank you for your time and for allowing me to get some income and, for working here. But I got a new job and I got to move forward with my future. It was my last day, right? My last shift at work. And obviously, I was doing the graveyard shifts again. I told my mate, I was like, yo, it's my last day. So you know what he did? He pulled up 10 minutes before my shift started because I was already at work. He hit me up. He was like, yo, I'm outside. 10 minutes, right? I was like, yeah. He goes, I'm outside. I hop in. He's got this long ass joint, bro. Like this shit, long as shit. This long as shit. He grabs a lighter and he's like, yo, that's for you. It's your last shift, right? Make it count. I'm like, oh shit, for real? He's like, yeah. So I hop in his car, I like that shit. And he drives me around, and we cruising around. He takes me back to work just in time for me to start my shift. And I already finished that joint. I was like, yo, did you bring the perfume? He was like, oh shit, I damn near forgot the perfume. He was like, yo, I don't got it, but you should be fine. I went to the bathroom, I started to wash my face, I started to, to shake my t-shirt, make sure there's no smell on the shirt or anything like that, just to make sure that I'm good. My mate likes his shit mixed with tobacco. Now, I don't know what you guys call it in America, but where I'm at, we call it chop. Now, I like my shit straight. I like my just straight, old natural green. I don't like when they mix. So, for me, I find that when they mix it with tobacco, it's a little bit too, it's a little bit too much, but that's just me. I go to work and bro, my eyes, bro, when you saw my eyes, bro, you're probably thinking, what is this nigga on? I was high as shit. I'm walking down because I was doing JoshBiv that night, right? And everybody at work was looking at me. I was paranoid, bro. I was like, bro, why are you staring at me? You know, everyone was like, I'm like, nigga, stop looking at me. I stopped my shift, right? One of the workmates, she was like, yo, Josh, can you grab me some shake mix and a bottle of milk? I was like, all right, 2 things, that's true. I go into the fridge, right? And I forget what I was supposed to bring. I come back to her. I was like, right, so that was the shake mix and you wanted the milk, right? And she was like, yeah, just those 3 things. I go back and as I'm walking back to the fridge, I'm like, all right, I gotta remember shake mix and milk, shake mix and milk, shake mix and milk, shake mix and milk. No. And I get to the fridge the second time, right? And I'm thinking, wait, does she want the shake mix and the milk, or does she want the milk without the shake mix? Let me go and ask her. I go back and ask her, I'm like, wait, so that was the shake mix, right? You wanted the shake mix and the milk, right? It wasn't just one by one. And then she's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool, I got it. Third time, the same shit happened. I come back asking her, right, just the 3 things. Now the 4th time, luckily I got that shit right. I come back with the shake mix and, you know, with the milk, but that shit took me 4 times. 4 damn times. Yo, and she stood there staring at me and I was paranoid. I was thinking to myself, like, bro, does she notice? Like, does she notice? You know, like, for real, does she notice that, like, I'm goners? They put me in drive-thru. Normally I'm in the grill, you know, I'm the one making the burgers, but today, you know, they're like, yo, Josh, you're gonna drive-thru. I was like, all right, bet, right? And the funny thing is, I was gone, bro. This lady came through to the drive-thru and she was like, yo, can I get a Big Mac combo with a large Coke? And I was like, sure. And what drink would you like with that? And I was like, wait, oh, yeah, right. Oh, my bad. She wanted a large Coke with that. Oh, my bad, my mistake. And she goes, yeah, you know, yeah, a large Coke. She comes to the window and then she looks in my eyes and I just start getting paranoid. I'm starting to think to myself, like, yo, like, does everyone seem to notice? Like, I'm panicking out here, bro. My heart's beating fast. I'm like, yo, you know, and I'm sitting there like, I'm like, now that I read the story back, bro, it was my last day. I don't know why the hell I was paranoid. There's a few guys that came through, you know, I was telling them, yo, like, I'm faded. It's my last day. I'm faded. They're like, yo, bro, you should be faded. This place is trash, you know? And there was a few more, you know, of like the Karens that keep coming through, staring in my eyes. You know, that shit made me paranoid. I go back, right? And I see my manager talking to my other workmate. And all I see is him staring at me. And he's like, this nigga damn near knew. But he ain't trying to tell me. The funny thing is, bro, I had the happiest shift that day. The happiest, you know? I was washing my dishes, you know, I was doing my thing, you know? And, bro, when I took my break and I had the munchies, I had my burger and my sundae or my, you know, I think it was a McFlurry. And I had my drink. That shit was nice as shit. I was eating it like, bro, it was the Last Supper from Jesus Christ. I was like, that shit was like, bro, that shit tasted like, yo, I was in heaven already. And yo, so I did my dishes, you know, I did my thing, but I was forgetting a lot of shit. Like, I was forgetting a lot of shit. And it was funny as hell, you know? And I'm gonna be real. There was this chick, I'm not gonna say her name, but she used to come to McDonald's faded every day, you know? And she's really nice. She's like a really nice person. She's really nice. And I don't know how she does it, but she always did her job, like, to the best of her ability. And she was great. But for me, bro, I think that, that type of buzz ain't for me. But then, sometimes she'll be a little bit on the grumpy side, when she ran out of when she ran out of the herb. I did my dishes, I did my thing, and I realized that time was going pretty fast too. Time was going pretty fast. By the time I checked, that shit was already getting to the morning. I actually did my job. I know some people, they be lazy. I think I went faded to another job, and I was slow as shit. Like I was staring, at the hours because I used to work in the supermarket, and I was just laughing and I was just happy as shit. But my manager was saying, "Bro, nigga, you slow as hell." Hey, but that's a different story for another day. I did my job, and I did my thing, and I finished it, And as the night kind of started to pass me by, I started getting a little bit more on the sober side, and everything was good. But sometimes I couldn't stop myself from laughing. But I guess it was more that I was a bit more paranoid because everyone was staring at me, and I kind of felt like everyone was out to get me. So for me, I was like, hey, next time, bro, I'm doing straight. Like I do not like when y'all niggas mix your shit with little tobacco, bro. If you like a cigarette, then just go buy a cigarette. Don't be trying to mix my shit with no tobacco. I learned to listen, and that is tobacco and bud, or tobacco and the herb is not for me. And it's not that I shouldn't go to work faded. Actually, yeah, that is the main thing. Do not go to work faded. And do not try the herb if you ain't used to the herb, So, hey. But yeah, that's the story time. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like. If you didn't, still drop a like, and I'll catch you people next time. Peace.